Georgie and Mandy finally talk future in Young Sheldon Season 6 trailer. Hello everyone, my name is Alana. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like. Up after months of putting off the topic, Mandy and Georgie eventually discuss their future in the Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 10 teaser. Georgie met Mandy in Mima's laundromat, where he began working full-time after dropping out of high school. The two fell in love right away, and before long, they were dating, until Mandy found out that Georgie was underage. However, they had to at least be polite to one another after Mandy discovered she was pregnant, so their split didn't last long. They have been living day by day on Young Sheldon ever since, but as the birth of their child draws closer, they must ultimately decide what their future holds. The Big Bang Theory prequel is finally returning to the complex bond between the young couple after a period of concentrating on Sheldon's grant database narrative. After he is nervously approached by a customer, Georgie and Mandy finally discuss their future in the latest Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 10 trailer via TV promos. But there's no guarantee that they will actually reach a consensus. Related, Sheldon's emotional Big Bang Theory crossover is cheapened. Despite Georgie's brief appearance on The Big Bang Theory, the sitcom effectively developed the character and provided insight into his adult life. In addition to having a prosperous, the oldest Cooper child, a businessman who owns the largest tire chain in Texas, also assumed family responsibilities following George's untimely death. By demonstrating Georgie's love of business and sense of duty, young Sheldon has begun to set the stage for these occasions. It's important to note, though, that Mandy was never mentioned in The Big Bang Theory. Although Georgie got married at the age of 19, it was never made public who he married. However, it's not necessarily a bad thing to not be mentioned on the flagship series. CBS will have more creative freedom to tell Mandy's narrative as a result. Anyway, young Sheldon had already disclosed Mandy's covert influence on The Big Bang Theory. Her parents own a tire company, as was disclosed in the prequel. Georgie might use this to launch his Dr. Tire company. Even if he has a tense relationship with Mandy's parents, it's feasible that they will eventually get along better, that Georgie may eventually take over their company. The breakup of Georgie and Mandy's relationship is now predetermined. The Big Bang Theory disclosed that Mary and George Cooper's eldest child had multiple marriages, while the details of their destiny are unknown. As a result, he and Mandy will eventually part ways even if they get married. However, while they wait for their baby to arrive, Young Sheldon Season 6 could continue to grow their romance. You won't believe what Georgie and Mandy finally reveal about their future in the Young Sheldon Season 6 trailer. The Young Sheldon Season 6 trailer just dropped, and it's got fans absolutely buzzing. Everyone's favorite awkwardly brilliant family is back, and this time, there's a major twist that no one saw coming. Georgie and Mandy are having a heart-to-heart about their future. That's right, after months of speculation, we're finally getting a glimpse into the future of one of the most talked-about couples in the Young Sheldon universe. But what they reveal will totally blow your mind. You won't believe what's about to unfold for them. If you're a fan of Young Sheldon, you know Georgie and Mandy's relationship has been anything but easy. From a whirlwind romance that started with a shocking pregnancy to dealing with the drama and complexities of growing up too fast, this couple has had more than their fair share of challenges. But in the new trailer for Season 6, they're finally sitting down and confronting their future together. Fans have been eagerly awaiting this moment for months, and now that the trailer is out, it's clear that this conversation is about to change everything. Hold on tight, because the latest Young Sheldon teaser has just flipped the script on everything we thought we knew about Georgie, Mandy, and their uncertain future. This is the jaw-dropping moment we've all been waiting for. A glimpse into Georgie and Mandy grow up before our eyes on Young Sheldon. From the charming but often clueless teenager to a young man navigating the challenges of being an early father-to-be. Meanwhile, Mandy has had her own ups and downs, especially with the unexpected pregnancy that left her having to face adulthood much faster than she anticipated. For months, fans have been speculating about what's going to happen between them. Are they going to stick it out as a couple, or is the pressure going to tear them apart? Their relationship has been filled with emotional ups and downs, but in the Season 6 trailer, the tension finally breaks. Georgie and Mandy are sitting down and having a real conversation about their future, and trust us, it's not what you think. The moment you've been waiting for. In the trailer, Georgie and Mandy are seen sitting together, looking more serious than ever. The camera zooms in on their faces, and you can feel the weight of the conversation. As the trailer unfolds, Mandy is heard asking Georgie a big question that could change everything. "What are we doing, Georgie? Where is this all going?" And Georgie's response? It's an emotional roller coaster. For the first time, we see him truly open up about his hopes and fears for their future. Gone is the cocky, know-it-all teenager we've seen throughout the seasons. This Georgie is vulnerable, honest, and searching for answers. It's clear that he's starting to realize just how serious things are, and he's finally confronting the reality of his responsibilities. But here's the twist. Georgie's answer isn't as straightforward as fans might expect. It leaves us with more questions than answers. Does Georgie really want to settle down, or is he still unsure about being the family man Mandy needs? And does Mandy want to put her future in Georgie's hands, or is she ready to take matters into her own? The trailer cuts to black before we can hear the full response, leaving fans hanging on the edge of their seats. What does this mean for their relationship? Let's break down what this heart-to-heart really means for Georgie and Mandy. First, it's a huge turning point in their relationship. Throughout the seasons, they've been tiptoeing around the future, never fully committing to what comes next. They've been thrust into a situation neither of them were prepared for. Mandy didn't expect to become a mom so quickly, and Georgie certainly didn't expect to be a dad before he'd even figured out who he was as a person. But in Season 6, it seems like both characters are finally coming to terms with the gravity of their situation. The fact that they're having this deep conversation signals that they are ready to grow up, and they're ready to do it together or apart, depending on how the conversation unfolds. Is this the moment they finally decide to commit to one another fully, or is this the beginning of the end? For Georgie, a new chapter. This is the beginning of a new chapter in his life. We've seen him struggle with his role as a father-to-be, and this conversation with Mandy is the moment he has to decide what kind of man he's going to be. Will he step up and embrace fatherhood, or will he continue to avoid the hard truths? This is Georgie's chance to make it or break it, and fans are dying to know which direction he'll choose. There's also the question of Georgie's relationship with his family. As we've seen in past seasons, Georgie has a somewhat strained relationship with his parents, especially his father. George Sr. will his relationship with Mandy and the baby change his dynamic with his family, especially Sheldon and Mary. The tension between Georgie and his parents has been a key part of the show's storyline, and it looks like this new phase of his life could be the catalyst for a massive shift in how Georgie interacts with the people closest to him. Mandy's big decision. As for Mandy, she's had her own struggles, particularly with balancing her love for Georgie and her desire for independence. She's been trying to make sense of her life while also preparing to become a mother. And now that the future of her relationship with Georgie is on the line, she has a lot to think about. Does Mandy truly want to build a life with Georgie, or is she ready to move on? The trailer hints that Mandy's not afraid to take matters into her own hands if things don't go the way she hopes. Her uncertainty about Georgie's future intentions leaves a lot of room for her to make some tough choices. Could this be the end of Georgie and Mandy's relationship, or will they pull through stronger than ever? What does this mean for young Sheldon fans? Fans have been eagerly waiting to see how Georgie and Mandy's relationship unfolds, and now that the Season 6 trailer is here, the excitement is at an all-time high. Will Georgie and Mandy stay together, or is this the beginning of the end for them as a couple? The trailer teases some serious emotional moments, and it's clear that the stakes for their relationship are higher than ever. But it's not just about Georgie and Mandy. This heart-to-heart conversation will have ripple effects on the entire Cooper family. Georgie's future decisions could change the dynamics between all of them, especially as Sheldon, Missy, and Mary continue to navigate their own lives. The tension is thick, and the emotional payoff could be huge. Fans react, theories and predictions. Since the trailer dropped, fans have been speculating like crazy. Some believe that Georgie and Mandy will choose to stick it out and build a life together, while others think that this moment could be the beginning of a heartbreaking split. Could Georgie's immaturity hold them back from a future together? Will Mandy decide to go it alone for the sake of her baby? There's also a theory that the tension in this conversation might force Georgie to grow up faster than he ever thought possible, making him more ready to embrace his new role as a father and partner. On the flip side, some fans think Mandy might realize that she's better off without Georgie, leading to a major shakeup in both their lives. Whatever the case may be, young Sheldon is officially turning up the drama, and the Season 6 trailer proves that Georgie and Mandy's journey is far from over. One thing's for sure, this conversation will change everything. So, what do you think? Are Georgie and Mandy about to make it or break it? Let us know your theories in the comments, and make sure to stay tuned for more updates as we inch closer to the next episode of Young Sheldon. You won't want to miss this. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.